Good time zones, everyone, and welcome. We have made it to Thursday of the week, and yes, that means the week is progressing. I hope that everybody is doing well. It's good to see everybody. We've got quite a lot of people in, so it's going to take me a minute to catch up with the usual welcomes and greetings, which is lovely as always. Welcome in to those. You can do watch streaks on the yay. Welcome in. Let's see. We've got Jerry May coming in early. Kay the River Cat, good to see you. Blast Jordan floating in for a pre-stream work lurk. Frauke, welcome in. Extra blankets and pillows for all. Yes, it's taken a distinctly chillier turn at the moment. Definitely getting autumnal. True Purple, welcome in. Good to see you. Let's see. Lena Hood and Cozy. Yes, a cozy emote, definitely. Let's see. We've got a Taran as well. True Purple. I think I might be repeating names here. This is not unusual for me. Then we get to Seribot, at which point I almost managed to start the stream. We have a Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in it. Let's see. Oh, and we have a stretch from Jerry May. Let's get that up again and stretch. Ow! There goes the shoulder. Okay, the popcorn's back. Do remember to stretch if needed. Apparently I was turning into a pretzel. And a hydrate as well. I'll hydrate. Yep. Squeaky bottle is still squeaky. And actually, that's just made me remember I haven't hit that button. Or that button. I've posted neither of the I'm live updates, so let's get those sorted. Right. Raven, welcome in. I do hope you're feeling better than you were yesterday. Sin Lily, good to see you. Glam Pixie, welcome in. Goodness, so much going on. Nordic Wolf, welcome in. Goodness. Do I even know what I'm doing? No. Okay, it's Thursday. Yes. Okay. Chaos Twin, good to see you. Raven on a 455 stream streak. Yes, getting too cold to streak. Definitely agree with that. Elkhorn, welcome in. I hope that yesterday's trip and alternative computer are starting to look like they're going to be doing well for you. Scroll. K is on a 3-stream streak. Welcome in. Thank you for that. Nordic Wolf was playing bingo yesterday with Kay. Ooh, fun. Kel on a 5-stream streak. Yay! Wee! Can now do watch streaks from the mobile app now. Hopeful update for once. Nice. We've made it to Thursday, but at what cost? Yes. Ritsu, welcome in. It was a Teddy Ursa that we had. I didn't even see the name. An official clock into your work before somebody kicks you out of your chair. What? A tree nicely fits into your hand. A palm. Palm tree. Hoping you get a little chill this weekend. You can have all the chill from here. Back to work. Look after yourself, Blast. Don't work too hard. Ritsu on an 85 stream streak and needing more tea. Definitely. Temp right now is 7 for Shadow. Yeah, 7C is a little bit too no. Kel is finding it too warm. Well, you can have some of our chill. Let's see. Frauke on a 325 stream streak and diving between the heated blankets. Yep. Can confirm stretch still hurts. Yes, definitely. Superfast Feg, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Curiously optimistic, time will tell. Ended up returning the prior one, getting a new one at a slight discount for the inconvenience. Good. That level of inconvenience deserves some sort of remonstration. Now that's a word. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought. I turned things down yesterday for reasons known only to me. Oh, yes. No, they're not reasons that are known only to me. I was watching another stream, and it's gotten dark outside. Well, that's not going to help. It's taken so long to say hi to everybody that it's gotten dark outside, and the world is now pitch black. Kibo, welcome in. Good to see you. Right, let's see. Oh, and it's raining. It's dark, it's raining. This is not a good mix. How much of this world is safe? I've got a bed here somewhere. I think there's one up here. No, this isn't. This is not an area with a bed. This is an area with a bed. Yay! I found a bed! Safe, with a Scotsman in the world. Look, it's only things like netherrack that are actually at risk. We both know that the like the intent might be the wrong term. Might be the wrong term. I thought it basically meant sort of paying for the inconvenience damages and so forth. Meaning of remonstrate is to present and urge reasons in Okay. And apparently I've just gone splat on the edge of a piece of mossy carpet. Lovely. I know about compensation, but there's obviously another word that I was thinking of. But yeah, apparently I've got completely the wrong word there. It's Thursday, my brain is fluff, my sanity is gone. Reparations. Thank you. Reparations was the word, not remonstration. Thank you, Shadow Sky. Obviously, somebody has... yes. Have you been involved in a Fnerble that wasn't your fault? Yes, frequently. Right. Let's... No, I'm going to hold on to that one. Let's adjust my inventory a little. Where's the cobblestone in this area? Everyone get your dictionaries ready. Yep. I'm going to need... Well, I definitely need the dictionaries, Kel, because I'm going to need something to stand on for the amount of stuff that I'm about to have to build in the nether. So this is going to hurt a lot. Let's keep the silk touch, and let's keep the kebab stick. That one, that one, that one. I'm going to... Okay, I'm going to have to... There's not enough inventory slots. And Kibo is on a 20-stream streak, and... yes, those are very, very interesting emotes. So, where are we? We are in the nether, which is usually a bad start. What about shelf hopper inventory loader? No opening. It has been on my ponderings list, but the problem is not so much the loading, it's the fact that I need to have quite a few bits in my inventory. Actually, let's... from Lurk, proof that the IBO23 virus is real. Quick check with the 300 wooden blocks that you received 2 days ago. Revealed that there was one that was annoying at an 80-degree angle. Unfortunately painful for a cube-shaped build. Yep. Obviously, you're feeling a little bit blocked up there. Welcome in, Inari. And Frauke is good at being a sleepy gremlin. Well, somebody has to be. Oh, hey, no, I didn't need to go that high up. I just need to remove some of the blocks from here, because this should be a floor. And the reason I've got the light matica at ceiling level is so that I can... Alright, probably won't be staying long, just a heads up, running about 3 hours... Ew, 3 hours sleep, Cal? You look after yourself. That's not a human, sensible... amount of sleep. Yes. 3 hours of sleep is a nap. Yes. Right. So, hold on. That's outside. This is... Alright. Let's go for that. Well, that's not right. So the goal here is to actually place enough blocks to be able... Oh, Fnerbles. And this is why I built stairs. Because I knew I was going to fall off of things. What if you keep stacking naps like a lasagna? So you're thinking nap, food, nap, food, nap, food. I mean, yeah, the alternative is Napster, but I don't think it works that way. Well, that's what you managed to get out of Slurk towards the end of stream last night before the alarm got you up. Oh, yes. How did Phasmo go? Did you manage not to get murdered? I never finished what I was trying to say I was doing. I'm trying to fill in enough of this to make the floor of another tower. Because the idea is get the towers started tonight. Because we've got many of them to build and not enough of the nether on our side to actually... There. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's the problem. I'm still crouching. Some numpty, numbskull, idiotic person decided to remove large portions of the nether. And so therefore is now suffering from needing to put bits back in so that they can actually, build into them. At least I've got a large amount of netherrack to fill in the nether with that I removed already. No. Oh, no, hold on. There was a block hole there. You avoided death, Solar and Little Red not so much, but it was struggling with a sore shoulder for half of it, so you're not on your A game. Oh no. I hope your shoulder is feeling better. As for Red and Solar, no, that's cruel. I shouldn't, but I will. What am I stood on? Oh, okay. Footy, welcome in. Took longer because you discovered that your morons managed to detail their mouse toy. Oh. It is, after 2 painkillers and some Voltron. Yep. That sounds like a sensible application of resources for feeling better. Katsune, welcome in. Oh, for goodness sakes. Do you ever get the feeling that... Actually, you know what? You know what? You know what? No, I don't. Right. It's time for a little bit of squirreling. Wing. And thank you for those bits, Footy. Right. Let's, squirrel. Right. This, not the squirreling. No. Form Voltron. No, not Voltron. Voltaren. My muscles hurt. Yes. Right. I have realised this is going to be an absolute fnurble to try and build. This many towers. The scaffolding alone is going to drive me crazy. So, let's get about that much. And is it dark outside? Yes, it is. Right, let's get that so that I can actually see what time it is. I realise this now. Yes. As if I wasn't crazy already. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Right. This. I need a clear space. Oh, no, hold on. No, that's not what I meant to do. It's... Hold on. 8 and soul sand. Soul sand. Soul sand. Oh well, we're gonna have to find some of that. I think all of my soul sand might be in a chest for dirt over at somewhere else entirely. Oh no, hold on. Soul sand. Sandy sand. Sand. Hello, sand. Yes, I have no idea where I'm going to find a clear space in the nether, Taran. None at all. Right, I need one of those. What is it for this? 3 leather, 1 wool, 2 glass. I wonder where I'm going to find leather. You can tell I've been attacked by piglins. Hoglins. One of the above. Quite a bit. Glass, 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 glass. 1 glass. 2 glass. 64 glass. That'll do. You see a problem with this plan? Yes. Player. Probably. I'm sure Raven is trying to get ahead of me, but maybe. So when am I going to make a bacon farm in the nether? The bacon farm exists. It's just basically I'm not going to get the water in the nether. This is why I need the clear space in the nether, Raven. I need the clear space in the nether for a portal of large side. Large side? Large size. A portal of unusual size. Oh, hold on. I should probably bring a bucket of water. Oh, I've got buckets. I can find water when we get to somewhere. Drink if you want to go faster, baby. Yay! Right. So, let's see. Honestly, this is probably far enough away for any portal not to... I'm going to turn on overrides. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8 feels like it's probably a good... No, hold on. I meant to put that here. Six, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That probably should class as a sufficiently large... I know I brought a flint and steel. There we are. Right, now let's go through. Should be 9 by 9, not 8 by 8. Well... I have the fantastic invisible portal. This is impressive. Right. I don't think I've ever seen a portal do that before. Oh, hold on. What I should do is... Now we know where we are. There's water here. I should have left that where it was. Let's go here. Imagine the shenanigans you could get up to with invisible portals. I'd rather not. That sounds like a dangerous thing. And honestly, I was thinking I'd much rather have a portal of unusual dimensions. So, a PUD. Right. You be happy. The water is for making an unhappy ghast happy. So my intention is make a significantly large portal on this side of the overworld as well. Get the Happy Ghast to be a Happy Ghast. Let's see, where 1, 2. Is that 3 or 4? That's interesting. That's 4. And then take the Happy Ghast to the Nether and subject it to the horrors of having to actually become a building Ghast in the Nether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's 8. Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to inform you, Feg, you're about to actually be forcibly caffeinated. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fear the forcible caffeination. Oh no! Where are we anyway? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was having one of those. Where in the world are we? I mean, we didn't exactly move very far, but I feel it would be easier just to get the Ghastling to be fully grown on this side of the portal, Elkhorn, so that I can just ride it through. It's one of those. If I have the Ghastling in the Nether and grow it up, I've got to grow it up in the Nether. I'd much rather grow it up in the overworld, make it an unhappy Ghastling as a result of knowing that it's about to be taken into the Nether. Which direction was home? You're in a savannah, so it could be just about anywhere in my build area. I know! What is it with this build area and ridiculous amounts of savannah? And I will just get back over here and then hydrate and stretch as requested. Whee! Hey, Stuffy. Hey, things. Hail, hydrate. Have a good meeting, Elkhorn. That was why I came back over here, Shadow. I was trying to remember where I left my snowballs. And a stretch. Yeah, I didn't pick. I didn't pick large biomes, Taran. It just happened that way. Yup. Do nicely. You can go back into my inventory. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Ooh, a glowing thing to press. Welcome in to Canadian Dragon. Thank you so much for the glowing thing to press. 175 stream streak. My word, so many big streaks. And it's now easier than ever to maintain those streaks, thanks to the updates that Twitch have just put through, where now you and anyone else can actually manage to streak within 24 hours of missing a stream, to be able to retain your streak just by watching a VOD, or a short, what are those, or a story, what are those, you think most times you took the settings for large biomes and increased the biome size by another order of magnitude, good lord. Or 2. I don't want 2 magnitudes. Now, if I remember rightly, which is probably a bad thing, because I'm not sure. It's streak in a stream like this. Let's watch and find out. Thank you for the lurk, Dragon. Right, if I remember rightly, and that doesn't necessarily mean anything around here. Oh, look! I have snowballs! I hope 4 stacks is enough, because I forgot to empty my inventory. Whee! Yeah, bagum. Right. This mining village is one of the... for all the fact that this is just lots of small village buildings, I do like the mining village. Yorkshireman, UK. It's the wrong trousers, Gromit. Don't expect this portal to stay for long. This portal exists for the sole and simple purpose of getting a nether map. Blah, 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 blah. Getting a happy ghast into the nether so that I can ride the poor thing. But while it's thinking about that, let's see. Oh, I should put away that obsidian. Whee! Don't need it anymore. So broken. Also, Elkhorn's suggestion of just bring a normal ghast through a normal-sized portal. I hadn't thought of that. Oh, sorry. Just bring a ghastling through the portal. I hadn't thought of that. So, I won't be doing this again. Once I've done this, this portal will be removed, and I will be... yeah... I didn't read fast enough. I'm a derp. Surely a normal ghast would be very angry. Excellent. So what you're saying is we need to bring an angry ghast through this large portal into the overworld. That sounds like a bad plan. Only if we were bringing it into a safe contained area such as a ghast bag. No, I am not bringing angry ghasts into the overworld and using them to power a blimp. I'm tempted to. Imagine it's a perfectly spherical ghast. That sounds really dangerous, Feg. Right. Actually, while that's thinking about turning into a slightly less dehydrated ghast, let's have a look at what we still need to do in the nether. Do I have any chests left? No, but I've got a shulker, so that'll do. Given that the same shape as the moon, they're not exactly perfectly spherical, exactly. What? I think Kel is currently a little bit petrified by some of the dangerous statements coming from a Feg. And apparently we've missed Clang. I didn't realise we were playing at Space Engineers. Actually, we can use the tiles as well. Praise Clang. No, don't. Right. While the unhappy ghast, or while the dried out ghast is currently being rehydrated, let's deal with the things that we can deal with without a ghast. That looks weird. That portal has got to go. And on the list of things that we can deal with without a ghast is, instead of building things from the top down, let's build from the bottom up. Which means, yay, we get to build things like this. That's the doorway. Flying through the nether on an unhappy ghast. How the heck did that happen? I thought it was the happy... That's a lot of angry bacon. This area really has a lot of unhangry... unhangry? Of hangry bacon. Hungry, angry bacon. Yes. I like my bacon to be hangry. Usually, I'm the one who's hangry without the bacon, and I can't even eat meat. The reason this section hadn't been built was because I had to build a couple of tunnel bores in this area. I don't have anything in this direction. I do not have anything in this direction that I need to build to yet. So let's not worry about building that. Wee-oo. 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 Right. Nope. Building through the nether, trying not to die, hoping not to ghast. This is the thing. We have ridiculous amounts of nether to hide in. For ghasts, that is. The ghasts can hide in this amount of nether and then now sneak up on me so much easier. This is why I need to get the solid stuff in place. You know, the stone-based building materials, so that they're at least a little bit ghast-proof. So that if I get shot at by an unhappy ghast, I don't suddenly discover my nether tunnels disappearing out from under me. It's a bit embarrassing when that happens. You really don't want to be walking through the nether and suddenly have the bottom fall out from under you. Is it me or is there a lot of tunnel here? Yep, there's so much tunnel, I've run out of materials. You really don't want to be walking through the nether. You could have just stopped there. True. And I just stopped there with a little bit of more force than I was expecting. Whoopsie. The other thing that I have been finding ridiculous is the amount of spruce that this tunnel design gets through. It's just painful. Because, of course, spruce trapdoors. There's like 3/4 of a stack of trapdoors per section of tunnel. And that's not an exaggeration, it's actually 4 blocks short of 3 stacks. Sorry, 3/4 of a stack. 3 stacks? I hope not. No, that's not my nether. Deep slate. Deep slate's over here. Cat sank. Why did the cat sank? Because cease. let's get a lot more of these because I am going to need them. I'll leave that stack as a stack just in case. I mean, the other thing is, at some point, we'll start actually riding through the nether in a horse. Because that has the advantage that you just immediately teleport the moment a horse enters a portal. Struggling to find food cheap for you to buy. I only have 20 left on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and next week. Ow! Do look after yourself, Jerry May. That sounds quite difficult. Right. Let's do that and that. You and you, and then we have to take these out because those aren't actually supposed to be there. Those are supposed to be these. Oh, no, hold on. Before we start building, we need to dismantle. One does not simply begin building in the nether tunnels. One must first remove the nether from the nether tunnels. Good. Oh dear. Pasta. Packaged, dried pasta. Fairly cheap. Gets you a good meal. And you get quite a bit of it. Hey, Sci-Fi. Welcome in. Trying to remember where we ran out of deep slate. Nope. There. Okay, I was closer to the end than I thought. This is the end. Oops. Rice and beans is always good and cheap. That too. Right, the reason this is like this is because that's the edge of the portal. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's also true, Taryn. So one thing I'm pondering, which is highly bad and I really shouldn't be pondering, is it might be nice at some point to take a tunnel in that direction to allow me to get from here to the east-west nether portal tunnel. But I fear that if I do that, it's not going to line up. And by fear, I mean I know it's not going to line up. Because there's 2 portals in the way. By 2 portals, I mean 2 towers. That is, yeah. Try not to think about it, Taryn. I still liked not Ritsu. No, it's 8 days tour. That was the problem. Also, hey, Tor. Yeah, I liked Strixus's comment in Blue Sky from the other day. You've been making mac and cheese for 12 days now and 3 days of making bacon and eggs. That's, I've heard worse, but not much. Really, look after yourself, Jerry May. I know that there's not a huge amount I can do from here. Oh, hold on. I haven't removed the netherrack. can feed you the expired popcorn. If you want the remains of my my joints, I don't think that... Look, we had quote 420 yesterday. Wanting the remains of my joints would have been almost a, quote, 420 option at this point. Oh. Scott's has popcorn, usually whenever he stretches his joints. I agree with that one, Taran. I agree with that one. At some point, this tunnel will end. We haven't reached that point yet. Nope. Surely a popcorn joint is just a cinema. Yep. I'm thinking of torturing myself at the weekend. I'm pondering actually going to see Tron Ares, despite the terrible reviews and the horrific possibility that it really is as bad as it looks. A feeling now would be a bad time to suggest blazing. Fortunately, they aren't spawning right now. Yes. Hey, Ludi, and welcome back, Elkhorn. Might as well. Oh, we have a happy ghast. We have a ghastling. We have a ghastling. We have a ghastling. Hee. And there is a Meowth in chat for those who might be interested in trying to catch one. I worry that the ghastling is going to accidentally let itself into the nether without me even having to try and get to it. Would you mind not accidentally getting to the nether before I have a chance to try and get you? A ghastling! Hand out cigars to chat. Siglers? What's a sigler? Right, let's put all of that into there. Why do I even have 2 pieces of dirt? I don't know. That's not what I meant to put in there. I meant to put that in there. A sigler. What? Yeah, roll a hand. Okay. Now you want popcorn. Can I use the wok to make popcorn? Interesting. No, it's hiding in the trees, Elkhorn. It's not quite there. It's close. I'm just trying to grab all the things so that I can go and actually look after it. Meowth has been caught by Elkhorn. Nicely done, Elkhorn. Right. Let's go and get ourselves a ghastling. Hands Kel a bubblegum cigar. Just don't hand Kel an exploding cigar. At least not until we're back on Idiotic Inc. Hello. Hi. Couldn't resist a working joke. What is Eureka in the carpentry world? Nailed it! That's not actually terrible. Now you just need a pair of vaguely incompetent subordinates and a Persian, and you're all set for your crime empire. What? Look, don't. How many? Look, would you? Oh, Team Rocket. Oh, okay. The Ghastling just grew up. No, come back here. How am I supposed to put a hat on you if you're floated off? Ow, I fell in the water. No, over here. Come on. Down. Here, boy. Here, boy. Right. Now, is it an instantaneous... It is. Excellent. We have a Ghastling for building in the nether. This feels like it's highly unfair on the Ghastling, but hey. Right, is that everything? Yes, it is. Let's protect the world from devastation. Wait, now we've got Captain Planet? I am Captain Planet. Oh, this is going to take some getting used to. Captain Planet, he's the hero. Gonna take pollution down to 0. Yep, that's, God. All the things that I really shouldn't actually have shouldn't remember. And this is where we find that if you have a happy ghast in the nether, it dehydrates again. And suddenly Scotsman falls out of the sky due to the dehydration of the... Ow, ghastling. Or he just smashes his head into the bedrock. With Scots accent, it's more Team Rocket. It's Team Rock A, the Canadian version. We're Team Rocket A. Is it me or is chat being weird? Oh, hold on. No. I keep forgetting. Chat's being chat. Had a friend who always said that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Lovely woman. Terrible surgeon. Oh! Not that one. The interesting thing is, whilst riding a ghast, it's actually it suffers from the you're mining slower thing. But that's actually useful because it means that I'm not immediately insta-mining 18 blocks of netherrack when I'm trying to remove the one single block that I placed by accident. You once had issue 1 of Captain Canuck. Goodness. Sweepstakes. How long till I accidentally murder myself on the ceiling with the Happy Ghost? Will Scotsman murder himself during this stream with the roof of the of the Nether? Oh. So many different can of jokes, and yet all I want to ask is if that's because they only made one issue. Wow. I think the problem with trying to build on the top of a ghast is when you turn, you end up turning not directly where you think you're going to turn. Pardon? 0. That's impressively wrong. I'm also trying to build in areas that aren't. Part of the build, apparently. What do we got here? Right now you have a nice big bowl of popcorn. No, you had a few issues. No comment. Wonders why they're always captains. Why not Major America or Rear Admiral Planet? Rear Admiral Planet is a superhero from Oh My. NASA is launching a mission to say sorry to the aliens who've been watching us. It's caused the oh, it's been designated the Apollo G. Ow. Oh. Elkhorn, you have a lot to apologise for that one. Oh, those aren't in the right place. Why are we mooning jokes now? The thing I'm finding hilarious is that I'm bound to find at some point that I'm being followed around by angry bacon on the ground. And because we're on moon jokes, there's news recently about an insect that is making astronauts who worked on the moon to go crazy. It's called the lunatic. Isn't this really close to the origin of the word lunatic? Don't know. Throws a larger inconvenience at blast. Wow. Okay, for all the silliness it took to actually get the ghastling and then the ghast into the nether, this is actually a lot easier than having to build constant scaffolding. And will really come in handy when we actually get to the building the towers themselves. Miss Ferret, welcome in. Just the moon made people crazy. I mean, the moon has been making people crazy for years. And they're currently streaming with Lunar Cupcake as well. Oh, no, sorry, wrong moon. Mostly people who think we didn't go there. Well, yes. So what are we going to call this one? I'm not going to name this ghast anything yet on the vague off chance that it doesn't survive due to other ghasts. If this ghast gets a name, it's going to be called Scaffold. Actually, no. It would probably end up being called something like Cherry Picker. I'm not sure I'm allowed to actually use... No, I'm not. That sounds even worse. Oh, and we have a Pokemon in chat. It is a Magmar. Also, why the heck are high access lifts called cherry pickers? Questions that you never really wanted to ask. Because you can use them to pick cherries. Do cherries really grow that high up? I didn't realize cherries were high altitude fruit. Quick Google says, yes, they do. Okay. So apparently today I've learned cherries are a high altitude fruit. Now there's a phrase that sounds wrong. Sometimes it's just easier to stand on the ghast than it is to fly on it. Surely the altitude doesn't matter, it's just... Obviously there are different styles and treads, but now you're thinking of trying to use the forklift style cherry picker that you've used in the past to do anything... Mountain cherries. Ah. Is there so much on fire? It's the nether. There's always something on fire. There's always something on fire and something exploding. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh no, that's a different song altogether. That's solid. I'm fairly sure you do not have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's something entirely different. I keep forgetting just how large a ghast is to walk on. Right. Have we done... Hey, that's not bad. Looks like we might have nearly done the entirety of the base of this tower. Good night, Kel. Apparently, Captain Canuck has come back several times since it first came out in 1975, including an issue this year with real-world politics involved. Why does anybody have to actually have real-world politics? There was something I was thinking. Oh, yeah. One of my colleagues at work today was torturing us with the fact that they'd encountered somewhere that was giving away chocolate near our office. And they'd picked some up, but hadn't got any for the rest of us, which was, you know, highly unfair. Excuse me. How can you actually place a block against the portal? Just seen the inside of a ghast's mind. It was empty. And at one point they just went with the whole sort of twirling moustache sort of visual to sort of, you know, comment on it. And that just set me down the path of remembering the Anthill mob and Penelope Pitstop. Because it made me think of Sylvester Sneakley. The Hooded Claw. Right. It's the Hooded Claw. Right, you. Hello. Cherry picker. Come over here. Oh, while you're hiding over there, I'll hydrate. And a stretch to go with the hydrate. Ah, cherry picker has arrived. Thank you, Taryn. Hey, Landstrad, welcome in. Would that make me Peter Perfect or just Muttley? No, I'm fairly sure I'm probably one of the Anthill mob. Right, so that tower base is now in, which is good. Let's just do a quick tour around it to make sure that we've gotten all of it. I mean, no, that's not the appropriate cartoon. Oh, there's a block there missing. I'm trying to make it so I've at least got all the blocks that are needed to start building the base of this tower in place. I'd say we're there. Right, let's do the next one. Oh look, there's an actual ghast, as opposed to a happy ghast. You see, this is one of the things that I'd been wondering. Are ghasts and happy ghasts mortal enemies? Doesn't matter, that one's dead. Pinocchio. Father, make me a real ghast. Whoops. This could be embarrassing. Ow. Ooh. 2 hits of a fireball have taken out most of the... half of the... Ow. What do you feed a happy ghast to help them recover? Oh, he's starting to regenerate. Okay. Splash potion of healing. Nether stars. No. I can't feed him snowballs. Or at least I don't think I can feed him snowballs. He doesn't seem to accept them when I'm stood on him. So let's see if I can... Hi. No. I fear I'm going to hit him. No, because I know that if I try to... They regen faster in the rain. Goodness. He's regenning in the rain. Just regenning in the rain. What a glorious feeling. He's regenning again. He's a ghast in the world and wondering why. Scots is singing on his back while he floats in the sky. He is slowly recovering, though, so I'm not going to worry too much unless we encounter another angry ghast. Is Splash Water Bottle a thing? We're not... here we are, Taran's got it. We're not at full health. Happy ghasts regenerate at a rate of 1 hit point every 30 seconds. However, if they're between Y levels 187 and 196, corresponding to the cloud level, or if it's raining or snowing, they regenerate at a rate of 1 per second. So, get him to the overworld and into the clouds. Okay. Are you even... Can you actually make a splash water bottle? The famous nether rain. Yeah, I don't think that people generally were expected to be flying around in the nether building things with a happy ghast. I suspect I'm considered to be slightly weird for this. Apparently you can. They put out fires. Oh, cool. I might have to remember that. Gunpowder with water bottle. Ah, okay. thank you for that piece of information that I was never aware of. Well, that's not helpful. Ah, that's better. Hold on. That didn't sound like a happy ghast. I don't know. Oh no, that is the happy ghast. I'm having one of those. Who in their right mind is going to build upside down in the nether whilst using a happy gust to get to the areas? Who would you expect to find in the nether on a ghast like this? Here, deep in the nether, we find a Scotsman trying to figure out just how insane he is. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a Super Scots. Well, it's certainly something. Well, and we have a rare Pokemon in chat for those who are listening to the Frauke Information Service. Do remember that the Frauke Information Service is a fantastic service, and we do really recommend listening to it and saying thank you on a regular basis. Because the Frauke Information Service is not sponsored in any way, but is really, really useful. You too can assist the Frauke Information Service by looking out for these amazing things. And the merch in it. No, hold on, we don't have merch for the Frauke Information Service. Do we have merch for the Frauke Information Service? Soon and yet. Frauke, there you are. You have your opportunity. FIS, a subsidiary of Fnerbling. No, I think it's a contractor. Subcontractor? Subdivision. Hey, and quite a lot of people caught that rare Pokemon, and thank you to the Frauke Information Service for letting us know it was rare. Can there be a medium rare Pokemon? Yes, it just depends on how long you hold them over the heat. Fnerbling Inc. do not recommend attempting to cook your Pokemon until they're medium rare. This is considered a bad thing. This brings up so many more ethics questions. Yes. Slowpoke tails are considered a delicatessen. Are you sure that's not their delicacy? A delicatessen is somewhere where you buy. I mean that's almost as good as my my goof earlier as well. Would Slowbroker be considered surf and turf? Auto cucumber. Ah. Delicatessen is the shop. Delicacy would be the option that I think you're thinking of. Auto cucumber is having as much fun as the rest of us today, apparently. Yeah. Oh, those are wrong. Those were probably there already. Some of the netherrack removal in this area appears to have been a bit piecemeal. Clearly, the auto cucumber is also a gremlin, and that's one that's been fed cucumbers after midnight. Oh my goodness, don't feed a cucumber after midnight. Good lord, can you imagine what a cucumber fed after midnight would do to cats? Maybe that explains why cats react so strongly when they see a cucumber. Blunding, welcome in. Happy Thursday. How are things? No cat would be safe. Fear the power of these hyper-powered cucumbers. Don't ask what you've been trying to stream to. You have no idea. Well, I mean, anyone trying to understand stream is probably in the wrong place. Doing well, Blunding. How are you? Oh, yeah, good. No, that's not going there. There. Yeah. Oh, smeg it. Right. Stand on your ghast. Remember, kids, you can stand on ghasts. So what you're saying is that cucumbers fed after midnight turn into ALF. Oh my word. Now that's a context switch and a half. I approve. Whoops, no. But Scots, what if you did go there and you had a couple of blocks that were sunken into the ceiling? I had pondered it, Taran. I had pondered it. But my first issue here is, let's at least get this thing constructed so that I can actually move on to the other 5 towers before I start thinking about doing the additional extras of detailing. Oh, you're in San Diego? Of course, you're there for TwitchCon. Oh, that's cool. I hope you have fun there, Blunding. And by the other 5 towers, I think I just mean the other 5 in this area. There's like 7 or 8 towers I need to build. So far, it's been good. Awesome. And it hasn't even started yet. When does it start? Is it this weekend? It's a really good taco place, a couple of blocks from the convention center. Ah. Partner party is today. Con opens tomorrow. Oh, cool. I hope it turns into a fantastic event for you, Blunding. And that you really enjoy yourself. And that you get to catch up with people. Because honestly, half of it is getting to see people that you don't get to see because they're never normally around. Or local. If that makes sense. Am I making sense in any way, shape, or form? Says the man riding a ghast in the nether to be able to build the base of a tower from the ceiling so that he can actually encase the nether portals properly. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm making any sense to myself, let alone to the Fnerbles. Literally just here to consume as many tacos and margaritas as humanly possible. Oh, that sounds like a game show. Is that our second tower base completed? Oh, thank goodness it is. Yay! 2 tower bases! And I'm being chased by a... I'm being chased by Angry Bacon. You'd take part on that show. I'm not surprised. You see, this is the other reason for why I thought that the Happy Gust would be a great idea. Because this tower, building this, is going to require it to actually be, you know, large amounts of flying. Turn the camera count around a bit so that we can actually see where we're working. No. Managed to hold down the spacebar whilst pressing Alt-Tab. Convinced the camera count that it was constantly just flying. Come fly with me, the camera count's going up into the sky. Tacos El Gordo. Right. Yeah. No. Portal. How much nether? How much materials do I have? I am short on mossy cobble, and I am out of mossy stone brick. Something tells me it's probably going to be easier. No, it's not. Can I fly this ghast over the tunnel? Yes, excellent. Let's... Hey. Cherry picker, you stay here. Don't think I've got any... No, I haven't. I need to get some more moss. Let's quickly head back over to the caldera and get some. Do 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 do. Oops. Yeah. That said, their wandering phase or wandering limit is it 16 blocks or something? It's not a huge amount, thankfully. Oh, which reminds me, I saw an element of the notes on some of the updates that they've been doing. If you have a saddle on a horse, they won't roam as far anymore. This is one of the reasons why I've been working in this vanilla world, because it means that I have a better chance of being able to keep up to date. And actually, there was I was asked an interesting question yesterday that I'm actually going to open to chat as well, because somebody asked me, how do I stay how do I stay interested? How do I keep building? How do I not burn out? How do I stay interested in this world? And part of my response was, all the gremlins in chat. Creature, welcome in. But, hey Hunter, I wasn't going to call you out. I was not going to call you out. I was actually just going to have that discussion, though, and see what other people think. Because I'm sure there are other people who have ways that they have of maintaining interest in Minecraft as well. Raven knows very well that I had wanted to have a forever world for ages. And so building in this world is very much me having that. And there's also the fact that it gave me a good excuse for streaming. But how do other people stay interested? And we have a seismitoad as well. Ooh, I don't have one of those. I might as well try and catch that. Well, then. I think the other thing that has helped me not burn out and... a great horny toad! Oh my. Can't trigger that on command. It is the fact... Ow! Why is my ghast on fire? Why is my ghast on fire? No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. Okay, I know why my ghast is on fire. There are things shooting at it. And me. Who mentioned blazes earlier? Who mentioned blazes earlier? Lady. Ooh, he's hurt. Oh, cherry picker. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that that was shooting at you so soon. Because, of course, the Fnerbling... Yeah, might want to head for the portal and heal up. I'm starting to think of that one, Taran. He needs a nap. Oh, and it's a stretch, is it? Okie dokie. Let's head for the overworld and get Cherry Picker up into the clouds. Come on. I also need to break for self-care. Well, let me get into the sky and up into the clouds. Come on. Clouds. There we are. Hail Hydrate. Oh, wow. He really does heal up quite fast in here. Thank you, Sharon. If it weren't for the fact that there's no such thing as an angel block, I would almost consider putting the exit of that portal at cloud level. We found this out earlier, Jerry May. I didn't know about it until chat told me. Having a portal at cloud level would be the perfect way of getting your ghast healed. I mean, not many people are going around in the nether with a ghast anyway, but hey. I should heal myself while I'm at it. Heal thyself, young squirrel. Right. So the problem is, blazes will shoot at me, and if there's a ghast in the way, they don't care. They'll shoot through the they'll try and shoot through the ghast, it seems. That's a piece of information we'll have to remember, because we are over a nether fortress here, which is a bit of an issue. Wait. Aaron Jesus, are you early? You'd assume that the gas would be more fireproof. I had thought that he would be a little bit less likely to be so completely destroyed by just a couple of hits from a blaze. If anything, they seem to be almost highly susceptible to heat. Or fire damage, even. Maybe this was put in here by Cherry Picker. Oh, that's in the wrong place. We'll deal with that in a minute. Perhaps Cherry Picker is going, I don't want to go back into the nether. Do, 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 do. That edge done. Oh, that one's missing. Let's do that. But yeah, back to side train of thought while we're just basically floating up and down and placing blocks. Because that really is what we're doing at the moment. One of the other things that I know has allowed me to stay interested / focused / not burning out is the fact that there are several areas of this world that we've been working in. See Gordenstein, Frozen Archive, this, all being theoretically active simultaneously. And some areas that I think are probably abandoned, like the Temple of Irony. I'm not sure there's going to be much more work on the Temple of Irony, despite the fact that it's incomplete. Good night, Blast. Look after yourself. So being able to swap between all of those different areas of build helps me not burn out. I can just, you know, if I'm not feeling like I want to work in an area, I could just say, yeah, smeg it, I'm gonna go and work elsewhere. Because it's nighttime and the moon is up. How does the moon keep its trousers up? By using an asteroid belt. Dear. I'm not sure what Taryn's ... dot's about. I suspect it's probably the horror of that pun. Throw some Martian at blast. Is it Marvin the Martian? Where is the Iridium-235? I need it to blow up that planet that's in my way. Completely the wrong accent, but hey.
Great horny toad!
Good night, Jerry May. Look after yourself. I was promised an earth-shattering kaboom. Yes. I think we've had a couple of attempts at those, though. They've been shooting fireballs at me. Via my ghast. Or through my ghast. I was aghast. I was horrified. I was aghast at the horrors. Not gonna sleep yet. Lay in bed. Sounds reasonable. My brain has just gone. I hope Ginger's enjoying her usual nap time while she while I'm streaming. After their comment that they usually nap while I'm streaming. We do the mash. We do the monster mash. It was the mash. Wow, I am out of netherrack. Where am I going to find a ton of netherrack? I'm actually going to go and collect it from from IKEA, because I don't think collecting it while I'm here is a good thing. Come on. I know you're going to wander off, Cherry Picker. I'll come and collect you in a second. As I say that, Cherry Picker wanders off immediately. Something that nowhere does it say that the Monster Mash was a dance. Could have been something else entirely. Interesting. Maybe it's Fight Club. Maybe Monster Mash is a fight club. Nobody talks about them. Something just... Cherry Picker. No, that's rockets. Hi. Hi. Monster Mash is Fight Club. Is what's going through my mind right now. We don't talk about the Monster Mash. Not in public. At which point, I'd wonder what sort of area Gem and Pearl would build for it. Mummy and Daddy are fighting again. At which point, my brain is now going, Daddy's being evil and trying to rip the bandages off. No. 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 Moving on. Oh my. I know. I realized what I'd said just after I'd said it. Family friendly, not family conducive. I made you do your Takaya impression twice in a row. Oh. Oh my. Twice in a row, you say? Go for the hat trick. What hat trick? Which hat? Which hat do you want me to do a trick with? Is it my flat cap? Have we got everything? Yeah, we have. That's good. Now I can start building again. Right, let's start from this corner. Nope. Right. Following train of thought, since I do have one, honest. I should mention there is there is a ghast attempting to kill me. No, there are likely to be some extra streams coming up. Oh, and a Pokemon in chat. We have a Marill, if anyone wishes or needs a Marill. Weekly water type. Congratulations for those who have not immediately hit the button going, try and catch this with the weakest ball imaginable. Well. Do try and catch it. Yes, extra streams. I've been reminded yet again with gentle prodding that I do I do actually owe people some Final Fantasy streams. So I'm going to try and get into the mood for those. I'm aware that I have not really MSQ even, yes. 1 minute ad break is just starting, so I'm not going to explain the other one if you've already passed me. I'm not sure. Don't think so. I'm still just ahead. Okay. Which is funny because I ain't got nobody. Really? I thought I'd fixed all of these. Will those streams be good for people who haven't a Fnerbling what FF is about? So that's one of the things that I was a bit worried about. I think, honestly, I don't remember the storyline either. There will be a lot that even I don't remember. And... whoops. Thank you for the follow over there. to be honest, a lot of it is going to be, you're going to see me doing MSQ and storyline and probably making bad jokes and commenting on it and so forth. So I haven't a clue. If nothing else, it'll be pretties. That's okay. Section I'm going into is mostly self-contained. Fantastic. Good news if you want to catch up with Final Fantasy. To prepare for Scott's streams, you only need to review about 300 hours of gameplay. No, sorry. 300 hours of cutscenes and dialogue. Final Fnerble's 14. I'm going to ignore that block. Yeah, it's... and honestly, I will probably end up failing on the MSQ part and getting distracted by side quests. So those are independent, usually. Unless it's the Hildebrandt ones, which I would like to try and catch up on. Hildebrandt is the comic relief element. / explosives Fnerbler. So yes, I am going to try and get to those. The other thing that is coming up is that I have been invited to the Team Wild SMP for their Halloween weekend to join them with a couple of while they're doing some builds, to play some games, etc. in their Halloween area. So yes, there will be the weekend of the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. There will probably be an extra stream from the Team Wild server. I don't know specifically when. I haven't really decided. There will probably also be other people... Actually, forget the probably. There will be other people streaming from that server during that weekend. And, yeah, I'm trying to figure out a Halloween skin. I'm thinking of taking my current skin and effectively doing a crossover between Indiana Jones and Baron Samedi from James Bond. I think that would work, because I could just sort of open the shirt down to the waist, put some makeup on, rip up the shirts, etc. Make it look a little bit sort of cross between Voodoo Witch Doctor and Indiana Jones. I think we've got our 3rd tower base done, which is useful. And we still got a decent amount of materials. I don't know if there will be a Halloween skin. I'd like there to be. We'll see. But there will definitely be... No, that's the 3 a.m. Scott's content. No, that would be if the shirt was lower than the waist. That's not the shirt. Oh my. But, yeah. So, I'm actually looking forward to that one. And I've seen what Luna Cupcake has been working on as a build for the last couple of days that they're going to be building that weekend. I have offered to assist them in building it in survival during that weekend. So that might be fun, I think. As well as partaking of the games, the madness, the silliness, etc. I've not been onto the Team Wild server before. I have watched people from there, including the fabulous Luna Cupcake. And the amazing moon. And Raven's going ooh because he's been watching that build that Luna has been preparing over the last couple of days. And yes, it is that one, Raven. Corrupted Tree is on there, yes. I've offered to assist. Little do they know that my assistance usually results in the project taking 80... No, the detailing's already been done, Taran. We will be working off of a design that has been done in Creative first. I know that's not as fantastic sometimes, but just bits of it. Yeah. I have been watching, and it is looking amazing, though. For detail, she's been working on a couple of inspirations. One was a spider with a potion bottle in its back, which, I can live without that one personally, but it does look Halloween-y. And the other is a giant raven, which is a lovely build. And actually, hold on. So there's Luna Cupcake. We also have the fabulous... How do I spell this? The Fabulous Moon, and Corrupted Tree, who is also fantastic. There are many others. I can't remember them offhand, but Team Wild does seem like a fantastic group to hang out with. And I actually hung out with them playing bingo after the recent Minecraft live event. So that was fun. Reminds you of the Chisels and Bits one you did ages ago, just in full block, so it's absolutely huge. I remember that one. That was on one of the Ravenholm servers. That might have been my first Ravenholm server, right? And because that was the one where I built that giant tower. And that was when we started realizing that I had absolutely no ability to build small. Mansion. Yes. That also had a hedge maze in the back garden, didn't it? Do you know how little that knows it down? Well, yes. I do. I do. Okay. The tower with the hedge maze in the background. I'm going to deal with the Angry Bacon before the Angry Bacon deals with me. Because I think there's only been one world where so far I have built a hedge maze. I shot one Angry Bacon and now there's three. Really? Something tells me this tower is not the one I should be working on right now until I've actually finished mining out some of this area. So let's deal with this one. Only one you can think of. Cool. I had a feeling it was. The other maze that I've built was not a hedge maze, it was the automated maze. And at some point I would like to try and actually resurrect that concept. Did I shoot them with an arrow of monster mash? It was the mash. It was the monster mash. We did the mash. We did the monster mash. Hope everyone's morning is going better than mine. Oh no, Mad. Well, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. And hopefully hanging out here for a little bit will help offset some of that. But yeah, welcome in. It is always good to have you here. Oh, and we have a hydrate and a stretch. Heil hydrate. At least this time I don't have to go and help heal Cherry Picker. That name's going to stick, isn't it? I'm going to have a name tag soon, aren't I? It already does. Just, my gosh, kids these days are monsters. Yes, they are. Stretch. Stretch. Thank you. To Taryn for the hydrate and stretch, and everyone else, remember to look after yourselves. I'm seriously hoping that once we've gotten the bases of these towers in, it will be a lot easier to build them, because I'll basically just try and get...
Dirty Turkish shark, back flat, Morton, Silibucket, Martin, Perkaluma, Burton.
Fnerbling. Taryn, that one was fake. Sorry, fake. Taryn's been doing so many of them, it was just an instinct. Breaking windows left and right and the police and... Oh my goodness. That's terrible. That was more Fnerbles than you were expecting. But it was the Fnerbles I deserved. It might not have been the Fnerbles you were expecting, but it was the Fnerbles I deserved. Oh, and we have a Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in it. It's a Trubbish. You know, pretty good example of my ability to brain. It's Trubbish. What do we think of the show so far? Trubbish. $15! Wow. Thank you for the 15 stream streak, Mad. In case you wanted a bag of garbage, it's Trubbish. Wow. Is that a Yorkshire bin? Yeah, it's Trubbish. Full of rubbish. If I haven't named it by next stream, remind me to name this Happy Ghast Cherry Picker, because I'm fairly sure that name is now stuck. I don't think there is anything else that we can call it at this point. Thank you for the lurk, Raven. Look after yourselves, and I hope you feel better soon. Oh, I'm out. I'm out of netherrack again. Hold on. Since it's preventing me from being able to do stuff, let's... Let's abandon Cherry Picker for a minute and remove a few of the layers around here. That's a lot of baby hoglins. Dude. Ah! Don't fail me now! Pork chop! Pork chop power! The kebab stick is a good way of making sure that the pork chops are immediately not a problem. Ow! 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 Go away! That one snuck up on me. Right, that should fill my inventory with all of the netherrack I need. And now all I have to do is figure out how to get back on Cherry Picker. Cherry Picker, come back here. Come on, over here. Over here. Ha. Cherry Picker. Come on. Here, boy. Right. Nearly didn't manage that one. With luck, that also means I've now got enough space to be able to finish that tower base off while I'm at it. Right. Let's start filling in this bit. Today we get to watch Scotsman fill in the nether. Oh my. I will say, this is all chat's fault. Chat, you voted for me to build nether tunnels. You would have known that I wouldn't be able to build anything sane, sensible, or without large amounts of ridiculous. The fact that I'm now building in the nether on the back of a ghast is not something I expected. Mostly because when I first considered this, happy ghasts weren't a thing. Oh, for goodness sakes, Scots. Will you stop digging out the materials that you've just tried to place in the right place? Yeah, that one wasn't off by one twice. No, you can go. What's missing off my hotbar? Oh, cobble. I was like, I feel like something's missing. You know, other than my sanity, reality, grip on it, and all of that jazz. But, yeah, there was something missing. It was my, it's the cobblestone. Right. Are we actually getting somewhere here? Smeg it. Let's actually make this one slightly inconsistent. Not really worth doing it in that corner though. Why are you there? Oh, I haven't done this area yet properly, have I? Actually, if we take that one out, we can do this, and a bit of that, and some of this, and one of those, and take that out, and do that. Oop. You shouldn't be there. Stuck on a portal. Yep. Missed a bit. Nope. Come on. Sometimes getting the right angle on a ghast is quite difficult. You gotta give it a bit of English. Get a proper bit of spin on your ghast. Ooh. That's a problem. I've run out of yes. You'd think getting a right angle would be easy in Minecraft. Yes, you would. But hey. That angry bacon at the top of screen is definitely very angry. Right, you stay here, cherry picker. I'm gonna go and get some more stone brick. Right. I like the way that Cherry Picker immediately just goes and says hi to the cam account. Hi, I'm Cherry Picker. I know I've got a lot of stone brick in... Yes, here we are, in here. Sir, I am not Angry Bacon. I am a King Chop. Really? I'm going to grab a stack of... That was right. Yeah. I was about to say, you look nothing like... nothing like a Muppet. Lotus, welcome in. Happy Thursday. I nearly said Friday. I think I'm being a bit wishful thinking there. Meow. How are you feeling, Lotus? How are you doing? Where's Cherry Picker? Cherry Picker? Cherry Picker, where are you? I've lost my Cherry Picker. What are you doing all the way down there? Oh, good lord. How do I get down to you? You Fnerbling. You Fnerbling ghast. Yeah. Alright, that's it. I've got you. If I gave Fnerbles a snowball to hold... No, I don't think they do follow non-players. Shakes the treat back. You got everyone's attention there, Ritsu. Did somebody say treats? Yes. That. What am I missing? Mossy cobble. See, everybody wants treats now. Don't blame them. I want a treat. I still have the treat-sized bags of Dark Side Skittles, so I will probably have one of those after stream. And we have a streaking Lotus. Thank you for the streak there, Lotus. Goodness, really? Is it already that time? My word. Goodness. It's another one of those, I don't feel like I've done a huge amount on stream things days. Except for the fact that I'm also very well aware I've done the base of 4 towers nearly. Which has included leveling out large amounts of the nether. So it is actually more than I thought. Again. So what I will do is finish off the base of this tower, and then we will go into Pretty's mode. Actually, Blackclad is your treat today. 10 months with this goose. Oh, that's fantastic, Lotus. That is a nice treat. Congratulations. And happy anniversary. Right. Is that tower done? That tower is done. No, it's not. There's a gap here. I am somewhat jealous. But equally, I think that's lovely. Time flies when you're in love. Fruit flies when you leave out the food. Alright. I'm going to actually have myself and Cherry Picker hanging out in one of these pictures, I think. So let's have a look at the camera count. Oh, that's cute and adorable. Slightly weird having a happy ghast in the nether. But we've done well. I mean, we've done the bases of 4 full towers, and a 5th one has been partially done. So I think that means that I can spend a little bit of time after stream tonight getting the parts, and tomorrow we can start building these things. Will there be a more permanent ghast loading portal somewhere in this network? Possibly. I'll have to have a think about that one. And yes, I know you've just managed to add a whole load of scope creep, if that's the case. Goodness. I know that it's almost funny seeing these patches of stone ready in the ceiling now. Let's bring over Cherry Picker a bit. This is the problem. Cherry Picker, being a happy ghast, is not the fastest of things. Actually, I'm curious about something. No. No, that's not going to fit. I'm looking at this going, I don't think I can take Cherry Picker through a portal. The tunnel and Jurassic Park combine into a single concept build. Yes, that's what she said. Oh my. I can't get my Cherry Picker into this portal. Frassen, Cherry Picker. Right, what I am going to do, however, is take... I might take Cherry Picker back to... No, I'm not going to bother taking Cherry Picker back to the overworld, because I'll probably carry on. Of course that added to the quotes. Oops. And I've just fallen. I've fallen, and I need to get out. It's that moment where I need to get my my normal account to somewhere safe. And I'm not doing very well at this. There we are. You can add 2 splats. Look, there were worse things that you could have quoted. True, and you have been very, very much keeping us from going too far into the oh my's with the quotes. And I do appreciate that. This place is going to look insane with multiple towers. However, struggling, yes. I'm running out of brain power. It happens. I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been absolutely lovely having you all here. And as I said earlier, having you all here and doing all of this. And I do appreciate. Luna! Oh, goodness. Well then. No ending for me. Oh, goodness. Okay. Right. No ending. Nope. Okay, I guess we're running a bit long this evening. Let's undo what I've just done by way of heading out of all of this. Welcome back to the Nether, everybody. Go! Bonus 2 hours. You do not get a bonus 2 hours. You might get a bonus 20 minutes at most. What I do need to do is quickly take meds. The worst thing is, I've now got my stream in the corner of my monitor because I've been watching Luna and Moon with their stream throughout all of this. So I need to close 2 tabs because they're kind of making me a little bit confused. Exactly. How bad did the death count get, Luna and Moon? Come back, cherry picker. You don't get away from it. You gotta. Yep. No. No. Cherry picker. How could you betray me like this? Thank you. Not bad. That's good. Right. And I've got to stretch. Oh, yeah, that's... Lanny, welcome in as well, and thank you. So, welcome Raiders. You've caught me during absolute madness and absolute chaos. Welcome in to everybody who made it in with that raid. You caught me about 12 seconds before I was about to wrap up. I was actually in the process of wrapping up, but hey, we'll undo that and hold on for a little bit longer. Simply because, welcome in. I know that you were both playing a horror Minecraft mod pack. But of course, some of my chat might not know, and I did mention earlier that I... towards the beginning, as in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of November, we'll be joining you for your Halloween weekend, so I'm looking great forward to that. Thank you for bringing over your stream. For those wondering why the heck I'm sat on a happy ghast in the nether, I am currently in the process of building out a set of towers and nether tunnel network. Which are... Oh, sorry. I'm building a set of towers that are part of my nether tunnel network. And if I happen to show this... You see no happy ghast? You see a cherry picker with a happy ghast legs. Exactly. I will be... I plan on streaming a little bit of it at least. I think there will be some. But yes, this is... what parts of my nether tunnel network look like. And I'm currently, today, I've been putting in the bases on the ceiling for each of these towers. Because, well, they needed new ceiling. I'd mined out too much of the nether. All of this is hanging from the roof of the bedrock. These tunnels are not their final form, however. Oops. And I forgot to pause ads due to the complete and utter shock and of being raided. Whoopsie. Sorry, raiders. And I've just realised I am classed as a raider in my own stream. Yay! This is my nether hub. Or my nether hub cathedral. Actually, let cherry picker stay. Not a chance, you say. But hey, why am I doing this on my account? I have a perfectly good cam account for this. Cherry picker. Cherry picker. Could you come back, please? Where's my attention-seeking snowballs? Hi. Welcome, Scots, to a Scots stream. Yes. Cherry picker. Hi. Oh, for goodness sakes. How hard is it to attract a Fnerbling happy-ghast in the nether? I'll run into that. Alright, come here, you. Right. Let's use the cam account. It's a bit easier. This is what the tunnels will look like. I'm still trying to work out what I want the copper level to be like. It will probably be a bit more like some of the later on. Oh no! Poor Happy Ghast. Yeah, I built a specific portal for bringing the Ghast through today. And so we have towers like this. Dotted around, holding my... holding my portals. This one happens to go over to the Frozen Archive, which is... a build that is in progress and will eventually end up full of all of my quotes. I need more books. You really shouldn't have had my sword up if I really wanted to write Cherry Picker. Yeah, I realised I might have ended up smacking them one. And apparently the quote board is picking appropriate quotes for today. Right. So let's get the render layers back to just being a single layer. I guess we're going to build the base of another tower. By the time you get back for the Frozen Archives, I'll need to add a whole wing for the additional quote. Yeah, I'm worried about that one, Taryn. Although that said, I reckon that there's about 100 quotes per floor. And I think we had 5 floors planned out. So there is room initially for 500 quotes. Which feels like it's not going to be enough. What am I missing? Mossy stone. That sounds like a challenge. No, it's not meant as a challenge. Please don't take it as one. I'm very well aware that the quote library is going to be silly. Going to be? Already is. Right. Let's... Why is there a piece of tuff in the nether ceiling? Wow. That's a quote. That is that for those who are new to this, I have a bad habit of disconnecting the brain mouth filter interface, and occasionally this results in quotes that, if taken without context. And actually, sometimes even if taken with context, are not good. That apparently was one of them. Occasionally. Yeah, okay. Occasionally, like every 30 nanoseconds in reality. I'm not good at avoiding the brain-mouth interface failure. Best quote today you missed. Moon doesn't like my hole. It's not good enough for her. Oh my. That's almost as good as the one that I said yesterday about Mama Melissa. And I am not repeating that. Because that was from your stream, and I'm not repeating things that I said in your stream, chat. Because, hey, I don't have to incriminate myself elsewhere. It's bad enough in my own stream, let alone anybody else's chat. And chat, you're not allowed to dob me in by repeating it on my behalf. Thanks, Fnerbles, for VODs. Actually, says me. Yes, says me. Tomorrow, yourself, Yorick, and Moon are phasmoing again. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Is that gonna be another phasmo with a happy Luna? Because that was awesome last week. Potentially. Oh, excellent, excellent. So I know I shouted you out earlier. Everybody remember Luna. Go check them out. They are absolutely fantastic. And check out Moon. And, well, Yorick and Mama Melissa. Let's get a couple of extra shout-outs there. So that would be... I can't remember Mama Melissa's full... full... Also, you'll have you know, Scots, that the cat is absolutely starving now, standing up on the side of the chair, stretching out a little paw with so many notes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, for those who don't know the context of this one, Mama Melissa, thank you, Luna. Several cats have trained themselves that the end of my stream is when they get fed. I fear that by making me run long on stream, you are risking other people's lives due to cats. So we won't be running this too much longer before, because otherwise I fear for the lives of people. My bot is broken. Is it? So it is. Oh dear. How did the Fnerbling smegady of that happen? I need to kick... I need to kick my bot a bit. Ah, goodness. Moon is giggling like a mad woman in your ears. I mean, Moon giggling is always a good thing. I'm not sure why it did that. I wonder if perhaps Mama Melissa was typed wrong. We do. Moon giggles are fantastic and should definitely be encouraged. So let's get a bit more of this done, and then we will consider attempting to wrap up for the second time. But yes, right. Hold on. It says... I think that's it. Not 14, that's why. Okay, so the problem was... So what it seems is that the bot is actually validating that the person you're attempting to shout out is real, and if it's not, it's defaulting to me. That sounds entirely too much like a common sense from the bot. How dare you be sensible, bot? Just in time for a sausage raid. Oh my. Oh my. Hey, Hunter. What did you miss? You missed a double raid from Moon and Luna, arriving just as I was attempting to wrap up. Quite literally, I was on the goodbye screen, and they arrived just to make my life difficult. And by make my life difficult, I mean be awesome as always, but I do jest, joke, and deliberately... I do it to you. So, true, I admit it has been something I have done in the past, so turnabout is fair play. All's fair in love and raids. Hold on, that sounds nope. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say that one either. You see, this is why I end up getting quoted so much. I don't think before I finish saying something.
Great horny toad.
Oh my. Fnerbles. Oh, the Fnerbles. Yes, for those who are new here, Fnerbles is my attempt at staying family-friendly, PG. We do not have Ravagers in the Nether. And you don't... You've managed to distract me, and I've been putting foundations outside the tower. Oh, Fnerbles. Why are my foundationing sections that don't need them? Soon TM. Look, it was bad enough building a Ravager racetrack. Yes, that is a thing. I don't need to build Ravagers in the Nether. Time for a hit. Yeah, so, right. We're a quarter of an hour long. I'm still floating around on a happy ghast in the middle of the Nether. Let's get this into Pretty's mode just for a moment. Oh, that looks so weird with that on. So let's turn that off. You don't need them in the Nether, but we do for entertainment purposes. On the tour, and here we have the inverted view of the town. Yes. Alright. While everything's incredibly red. And I've just realised I've had game audio switched off because I'd already switched that off. Okay. Thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been lovely having you all. I'm gesturing on stream. In Minecraft. Goodness. Thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been lovely having you all here, and thank you to both Moon and Luna for coming in, and to Feg for giving both of them gift subs. I should have called that out sooner. Thank you, Feg. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, which is not 2.5 hours prior to now, because we've run long. So 2 hours and 50 minutes prior to now. Lanny! Oh, Lanny, you've just fallen foul of the bot. Oh, goodness. Nice try. Fnerbles at the Mary Whitehouse bot. Yes. Anyway. Stream Elements hates you anyway. Stream Elements hates a lot of things because Stream Elements is absolutely the Mary Whitehouse bot. Let's see. Excellent. I know exactly who I'm going to raid out to because I can. So, where's a raid message? There's a raid message. I will be back again tomorrow. We will probably be in the nether. I will probably be attempting to get murdered by things. We will be attempting to build those towers. There will be madness. There will be craziness. There will be probably even more quotes as we get into silliness. I hope everyone has a good time zone, and I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. And I am going to send you off about 5 up from mine. Oh, thank you, Taran. Sorry. I'm you'll bring your distractions hat. Yay! Distractions hat. What am I doing? I am going to send us on a raid to the absolutely fabulous Canadian Dragon, who is a regular here as well, and an irregular as well, a bit like the rest of us. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. You are all amazing. Try not to be too much of a gremlin unless you have a snack after midnight, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Bye-bye, and go feed the cats.